Hi, welcome back to the blog on Cool TV. And of course, we have our second how-to ready.
Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
That's how you're gonna welcome
so
them.
boring. We need another song. You always sing "Welcome back." It's so
Ayo, please give
predictable.
us one. Give us one great one. Wow, Ayo.
Ayo doesn't sing from here, though. That's the problem I have with Ayo's
Okay,
voice.
Ayo, so just
Ayo, you just stay right
Ayo,
here.
prove her wrong. Imagine what the human being said about your talent.
No, the people that have been talking are spirits.
No,
About your
just
own
say,
talent.
just prove her wrong. Ayo, sing
Okay.
from here.
No, I don't take dares.
Yes.
Okay, second how-to is
What?
how to get him to propose. How to get him to put that ring on your finger so you can live that single Pringle life alone. Are you in that long-term relationship and the bae just keeps tagging you along like he will propose one day but absolutely doesn't? Well, we have tips on how to get him there quick.
Yes.
Number one, casually. The key word here is casually. Bring up marriage. What?
I'm sorry, have you seen those guys that you say, in future, I want my husband to like be able to do certain things. You will not say, I hope your husband will be able to.
No, you didn't.
So true. Very true. I don't see how you. I don't. Please show me how to casually. You have to show. How do we casually?
Okay, to avoid overwhelming your boyfriend, you should start by being subtle and build your way up to talking about your own marriage. Start by casually bringing up a conversation about marriage that doesn't directly involve your relationship.
I'm so glad for my friend Deola. You know, ever since they got married, the guy has been shining. You know, honestly, marriage is a great thing.
The girl just be like, see, let me tell you the truth. That's what you're seeing. That's what they're making you see.
How long have they been married?
They just got married. Like, did you see their wedding? The wedding was fabulous. And
No
honestly,
wonder. They
he's
just got married. Give them 2 years.
No, you guys are brutal. When they want to avoid something, they are brutal.
But you know what? They say that, when a responsible man gets married, and I just think there's a way a man that is married, I'm not saying, you're not responsible or anything, but... there's
One
some
has
men
to
that
be
are very
ready for this
responsible.
marriage of a thing. So let's just talk about something else.
Responsibility doesn't come with age.
So that may not necessarily happen to you, but yeah, so you can just try and casually bring up marriage. Number 2 tip on how to get him to propose, mention your future together.
Yeah, I'll be like, wow, you're Jesus now. You know my future.
Don't say, I can't wait to have 10 kids with you. No, just subtly. Be subtle about it. Subtly start making comments that allude to you being together in the future, whether you're married or not.
Please give us an example.
If he isn't responsive to the indirect approach, start slowly making it more direct with phrases like, if we stay together, this would happen. If we live together, then later, if we get married. Watch his reaction when you discuss the future. See if he carries on the conversation or totally avoids the subject.
But I actually have a friend that told me that before her husband proposed, then when she says, that when she gets married, she wants to do this and that, and the guy will keep quiet, he won't say anything. And funny enough, his friend actually told her that he was actually preparing for their proposal, and he proposed after a while, and that's when she was feeling like, no, this guy's not ready.
Wow.
No, not even that. Please don't say this on TV, because there's some girls who will be watching and their boyfriend is behaving like that.
And they will think he's concentrating on the planning.
He's not about to propose. More often than not, he does not want to spend the rest of his life with you. So that girl was just lucky that he was already in that frame of mind.
Rare.
Because usually if he keeps quiet when you're saying all these things, just start looking for another man.
Exactly. And I like this whole thing about getting a man to propose to you, but I wish we didn't even have to go through this list.
Yes.
Like, if you're not getting that vibe, leave. See, because when women ask, so what's in the future? Or where do you see us going? Kills everything.
Maybe sometimes the men, they need like
Yeah,
a
they're
little
slow.
push in that direction.
Or are they pushed?
No,
Or they're pushed
no
away.
nudge.
No, but
Okay,
like
let's
Titi
move on
said,
to our
as long
number
as
3
you're-
tip, though.
You're secure in your relationship, then I think it's fair. It depends on the friendship or the relationship you have with the guy. You
true.
can actually ask and talk about it.
Okay. Number 3 tip, if you don't want an expensive ring or a ring at all, mention it. What does it have to do with getting him to propose?
Yeah, maybe the
Well,
guy is
some
saying,
guys
I
might-
don't have money for ring right now.
Okay, let's delve into it. This is an important point, apparently. Many men don't propose because they're putting off figuring out what kind of ring their woman wants and what her ring size is. many more men don't propose because they're not ready to shell out thousands of dollars for a diamond ring and think it'll take them forever to save up for it.
It's true, because a lot of us women put a whole lot of emphasis on the size of the ring, the diamond, what is the,
Yeah.
Do you know
so that puts pressure
how
on
many
them.
Nigerian women have diamond rings? I'm telling you that most of these men go to a co market to buy rings.
What's your
All
own
the market is with these girls.
Now, if you don't want to run the chance of getting a fake ring, if you don't want a fancy ring, or if you don't want a ring at all, then mention it. However, be subtle about it so that he knows that this shouldn't be a factor in his plans for a proposal.
Yeah.
That's deep though, and
As in,
very
actually
truthful.
quite deep
the
and
fact
true.
that men actually get scared. Not just the ring. I don't know if we're going to talk about it later. The cost of the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
If you're marrying a particular tribe, yeah, okay, we're going to talk about it later. It
Sorry,
scares
but
them.
do you know my problem is with this? If the guy knows you guys are dating, he knows the kind of girl you are. If a guy is dating me, for example, and he knows I'm not an extravagant kind of person, I'll be offended if he's not proposing to me because he's worried about the price of ring. He should know, for example, I don't like jewelries. My
ego
husband should
thing.
understand that and not stay.
It might be an ego thing.
Yeah.
It might actually be
And
an
you might
ego
say
thing.
that you're just saying it, or but men don't even pay attention sometimes. You might have said it a few times, but until you expressively say it, that I don't really want rings, you may not know. You may see your friends who come and they're flaunting their
No,
rings.
speaking
Like
of
that.
expensives, number 4 tip is if you don't want an expensive wedding, mention it.
That's me.
Yeah, but your parents, trust me, I've said it a lot of times. Oh, in my house, oh no, small wedding. And my mom will be like, small. So even if you're mentioning it, most times parents come in, especially in Africa, we always say we don't want, trust me, loads of people don't want big weddings. But
I
our
want a big
parents
wedding.
want
No,
it.
most people do.
I want a big wedding.
in this country of
Many
ours.
people
I don't want a big wedding.
Okay, so
But
let's
most
take a
people
poll.
do.
Gloria, small. Me, big. Titi,
Small. But my parents would definitely want big.
Okay, so Gloria's parents.
So your small is counted, it's cancelled out. Okay, so
parents
though a
don't care.
proposal does not what? Though a proposal does not mean an immediate wedding, many men are also deterred from proposing because they're worried that they'll never be able to afford an expensive 400-person wedding, or because they don't want to be roped into the wedding planning hoopla. Well, if you plan on having just a small wedding in the park or, wherever, with 50 of your closest friends like Gloria and family, having a casual dress code, you should find a way to, kind of slide it into the conversation too.
But there's a
Yeah.
lot of married sliding in. The guy will get it.
Oh, so many slides. You'll be hitting me.
Things are just sliding in. All right, number 5 tip, let him see you as a wife material.
What is a wife material? I mean, I've been seeing some. Trust me, there was a girl that just got married, and I knew this girl when I was.
She was not a wife
The
material.
girl was not close to being a wife material.
What if she grew and developed into being a wife material?
Trust me, there are so many of them I see around that get married, and these are girls that this girl used to jump. Her boyfriend was so tall, and she used to jump to slap him. He's married to her.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Though he may not think you're a ton of fun, you should also let him see you as wife material, as the woman who will be his lifelong partner and potentially the mother of his children. Show him that you would make a great wife as well as a fun girlfriend. And let him see that you're independent and career-oriented, while also knowing how to take care of him when he's sick, how to tastefully decorate your home, how to cook a healthy meal. Nothing too fancy, though. Just basically let him know that, you're cool like that.
Man, the hustle is real.
That's it.
Women.
I was just going to say that, like, wow, there's a lot of tips, so just for
ring
ring.
to propose. Then buy yourself a ring then.
And marry yourself.
It will be easier to save up for a diamond ring and buy it.
I actually knew of someone that her boyfriend wanted to propose, and he told her, "Oh, just buy a ring for yourself. When I come back, I'll pay you the money." Blah, blah. She went and she bought a lovely ring, and that ring remained lovely in her room till date.
So that was a red flag.
Number 6 tip on how to get him to propose: address his fears. If you've openly discussed marriage, then you can assuage his fears a bit so he sees that he has nothing to be scared about. Maybe he's concerned that once you get married, you'll change somehow and settle into a comfort zone. If he's just worried about the ring or the wedding itself, then you can think of some more creative compromises.
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry.
Okay, let's just say you agree and move on to the next tip.
No, I was just going to say that you know, we're laughing about a lot of things on this list, but to be very fair, there's some people who are watching and are taking notes aggressively because this marriage thing in Nigeria is very strong.
What a mistake the person is making. Really,
no, but funny enough, some of these tips can work.
Can work.
If you're in the right type of relationship, and you know, if he just needs a nudge in the right direction, and there's some things that like this addresses fears, because men can be scared about a lot of things.
I don't want to call names, but Anidibia really works.
You don't want to call names, but you just call names? Wow. Let's just move on before this turns to an Annie versus thing. So, number 7 tip. Make him see what he will miss if he does not marry you.
Your washout skates to club.
Married. Ayo, you want to, let us in on this?
No, move on.
She's already let us in.
Moving on.
If he really sounds like he's unsure about whether he wants to marry you or not, or even, he says he needs some time to himself to figure things out, then let him have that time. But make it clear that you are not waiting around forever for him to make that move. Let him know you're a great catch and that any man would be lucky to have you. While you shouldn't, make him feel bad for being uncertain or make him propose because he feels jealous or guilty, just let him know that if you've invested a lot of time and love into the relationship and he still doesn't know what he wants, then you have your limits too and you're going to walk.
Very true. I like that one. True. Very true. Very true.
Titi, you agree?
I agree.
She agrees.
Oh,
That's a
that's
good
one
tip.
we see Titi agreeing.
Sorry,
I'm
number
sorry.
8.
Can we just give a timeline? If you're dating a guy, especially when you're mature, 6 months and you can't see that you're going to be with this guy, please.
I agree. Mature.
Yeah.
Remember, she mentioned that if you're mature, we're not saying get
Once
married
the guy
in
is
6
mature,
months.
he doesn't need 10 years to know whether he wants to marry you or not.
Do you know usually when a guy is going to marry you from day one, he knows
Yes.
that he wants to marry you or that he can marry you. He knows.
All right, our number 8 and final tip, which I'm not quite sure I agree with. Propose yourself.
I think this is a good time to say our email address for those who are going to write in to counter that and tell us our Nigerian culture.
It's 2015.
Our email address is blog@cooltv.cool. Let us know if you proposed to anybody and how it went. All right, so let's explain this propose yourself. Now, if you think that the time is right and that you're both ready to get married, then it's the 21st century and you can take the matter into your own hands. If you've been waiting around long enough and you're sure that the only thing really holding your man back is the proposal itself instead of the prospect of marriage, then speed things up by asking him to marry you. If you've had a good relationship up to this point, don't let it go sour now just because he hasn't asked yet. You want him to marry you. Nagging him about it, breaking into crying fits, threatening to leave if he doesn't propose will not get you what you want. Be patient, but if you can't be, then tell him.
You are going to continue telling him for the rest of your marital life.
Although even though Two-Face actually proposed.
All right, so we hit the streets, of course, when we ask people, look, what are those tips, to make him propose to you? How do you make that man put that ring on your finger? And this is what they had to say.
I don't think there's anything I'd have to do for him to propose. If he wants to be with me, then he'll pop the question when the time is right.
Oh, man. You don't tell the heart what to love, man. You don't tell the heart what, how, or whom to love, or when to love. The heart just falls. You can't make a heart fall.
Well, for me, there's no better way. Just position yourself. That's what I would say, because before you start dating a man, you will want to spend the rest of your life with him.
To make her happy, buy her whatever you want, whatever she wants, take her out.
By being myself. If he loves me enough and he feels I'm good enough to be his wife, then he will propose because I'll be me.
Think about things she likes, take her out, when you take a woman out, take her shopping,
Well, I don't know because I'm not supposed to make him propose. He's supposed to propose when he wants to, when he's ready. I don't have to force him, because if I force him, then the marriage might not work.
Start asking the fiancé or start asking the wife already. And if the left no choice than to propose.
Read him so many love poems. Just make him feel happy, that's all, because everybody wants or loves someone that makes them feel happy. So that's just make him happy.
But to answer your question, I think that women too can honestly position themselves a bit better. And when I say a bit better, it's nice to, be you know, nice looking and dress really nice and appear hoity-toity and be very the attainable woman. But it's important to be able to balance that with, you know, being honest and open about how things happen in life. Sometimes you have to be honest if you like a guy and tell him that you do, because you just never know.
Do you understand? So, but this much I will say, for any young girl who is looking to be married, do not bend yourself out of shape because you're looking for a man. Be true to yourself. Be who you are. Understand who you are, what your desires are, what your vision is. Then you look for a man who can key into that. That's what you need to be doing.
Hi, you're welcome back, and I'm sure by now all the ladies, single ladies out there know how to get the man to definitely propose. And talking about proposals and, you know, the pressure to get married before 30, we went for the premiere of the new series coming up before 30. We had our guest Meg Otawa and Fubara, his name was and is still, last week. we said we were going to go and, you know, cover the event because we wanted you to have a bit of a taste of what it was like. So let's see what happened at the premiere of Before 30. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the premiere of the most anticipated premiere of the series Before 30. My name is Ari Thompson, representing the ladies of the blog. We brought you the story, the teaser, and here we are live at the Federal Palace Hotel in Victoria Island to bring you the stories, the news, juicy details, and of course to speak to some of the cast members and audience at the premiere of Before 30.
I feel good. It's a great feeling being here, seeing the unveiling of Before 30, and I'm having a good time.
I've been impressed, and that takes quite a bit. I like the fact that they are unabashedly elegant, unabashedly opulent, and unabashedly sexy. TV is visual. It should be sexy. I love the storytelling. It's refreshing. They've done it differently, well done. I shall be tuning in every single week. Not only shall I be tuning in, I shall be recording it so we can go back and watch it again and again. I'm very proud.
The ambience is absolutely amazing. When I got here, I turned to my friend and I said, wow, this looks like it could be a setup for a wedding. And then it just made sense. Before 30, you know, and the ambience is that of if you were going to a wedding. So yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm happy. I'm really happy, but a bit overwhelmed, you know, with all the reactions and just people saying how much they love the show. I mean, when you know, put so much into a project, this is what you want to hear. You want people to just watch it, enjoy it, and appreciate your effort, and that is happening tonight. So it's a bit overwhelming, but we're happy, and I'm very, very excited to be here. I'm very, very happy that, you know, people are finally getting to see this, and they love it so far.
So how does it feel to finally, you know, the day has finally come?
Whoosah. Actually, I just really, first, you thank God because this is 3 years in the making, and to be here and all the support. There's so much happening in Lagos, but people are taking their time to come out. We thank you and the support from the blog. It
was honestly a very, very lovely evening. I thought the ambience of the event was beautiful because it was held outside.
Yeah, I like the decor, and everybody looked
Yeah.
so pretty. It was actually nice. It was
Aside
nice.
from Jacob, I liked the quiet. Just even though there were loads of people there, it was just so quiet, just
and peaceful.
Yeah, it shows like rowdy, you know, like all these.
Yeah, it
like
shows
noisy
like,
things.
But it shows the quality of the camera and speakers that we have
Well,
here
that
at
means
Cool
you
TV.
can also have fun in a silent environment.
Silently.
Yeah.
And I heard there was a lot of food.
There was? Really?
No, there wasn't.
Wine. Which Ayo doesn't drink. But we do thank you, Ayo, for representing the blog.
I was about to
You did a fantastic job. Thank you. Moving on.
All right, so before 30, it's going to show on Cool TV, right?
Yes, Cool TV this Sunday.
Okay, so cool. So tune in. All right, it's time for our real piece, Titilayo.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the real piece. Yes. So this real piece is actually off my head, and I have a lot to say.
And it's off your head. Wow.
Snap for the gym.
I'm not snapping for that.
I'll tell what you have to say first of all.
Okay, let me sing. This piece is... I'm thinking of my stomach. Are you not proud?
No, you're
No,
not.
you know, we said let's sing like have a musical show day, but we can't do it with the way Ayo is going. Let's just stop. It's better.
Ayo sings from the eyes.
Okay, so today we want to talk about proposals and how girls react to being proposed to. Now, you know, so many people, when they want to talk about marriage, they go religious. Even if you want to follow the holy book, if you look at how Rachel, that's the wife of Isaac, was proposed to, it was very honorable.
Because you were there.
She was, well, that is the way the story was told. Now, when a man proposes to you as a woman, he's proposing to you not because he's doing you a favor. You are his better half. You have come as his helper. You know, I always say my dad calls my mom the master planner because my mom sees ahead. She has that grace to see ahead. When my dad is just seeing here, my mom is seeing there. And so my dad calls her the master. She's his balance in life. So a woman is a balance to her husband. So why should a man propose to you and your veins are popping out the same way as Macaulay's veins are popping out?
Really? So wait, this real piece is about judging people that are excessively happy at being proposed to?
Do you know, I think last 3 years Valentine, I was a church worker then, and so one of the church workers, a lady, was proposed to by another guy working, and so she was crying, and my pastor was looking at her and just bearing his insect. Like, she cried for like 10 minutes, no joke. Crying and wailing, not the worker. And so next one, your pastor was like, okay, fine. And then when he called workers' meeting, he just called her, she came. He said, please. He asked her, what do you think? Who do you think you are to God? And she said, I'm carefully and wonderfully made, special. And he said, you're carefully and wonderfully made. And you were crying the way you did as if you saw Jesus.
No, but Titi, I need to stand and defend women who cry because I'm a crier. And I suspect that, you know, depending on how the guy does it, I would possibly shed a tear or two, you know, the day I get proposed to. Some people are very emotional, and it's not because it's the guy who's proposing. It's because you're just happy that...
maybe you're saying, yeah, I understand that
crying
you cry.
is okay.
Yeah, crying is okay. Tears will come out of course, even when you read love letters, you
not
cry.
exactly
But I
cry.
was like, see Annie's veins,
I knew we were going to go there. Did I not say it?
No, but I think in this part of the world, especially, I get it, you know, women may feel pressure to get married, but I think we really look bad when we get proposed to. Even when you're expecting the proposal, it's like you won the lottery, which, you know, winning the lottery is a different comparison.
He's the lottery.
It's an unfair comparison. However, you really need to calm down. Like, you know, everyone overseas, they go, oh. But here it's like, why?
Because look, African people, we're very expressive.
Are you sure that's all it is?
Africans were not even emotionally expressive in tears.
It's
the hustle. Is the cry after hustling to get the girl that the
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Women are emotional. Look at your mother. If you do something small, like, she will kill me. That's how we are. Women, African mothers are very expressive.
No, but we're not as sentimental as other people.
But aren't we jewels as girls? And don't we know whom we are that we're crying? So why don't the guys? Because even guys are emotional.
That's why I said on my wedding day, my husband has to cry while I walk down the aisle.
I've seen some guys cry when the girl says yes, actually.
Yeah, some guys cry, but the truth is that most girls cry more than guys. Not even cry. For example, I mean, Vowe, I love Vowe so much. Vowe is our stylist, is great. Rowan knew her husband was going to propose a long, long time ago. I mean, they had already even started discussing wedding plans. But she cries when he proposed. I'm like, babe, you knew the ring was coming. Why are you crying?
No, it's the emotion. Some people are just emotional.
Sissy,
Like Gloria said, there's a difference between crying and then wailing.
Sissy, let me see your engagement ring.
I don't have an engagement ring.
When you get engaged, when they propose to you, tell us what happened. I can't wait for that.
Hi, nice one. Thank you so much.
Well,
wow.
if you're proposed by someone that loves you, of course you're going to feel, oh my God, I finally, but well, getting proposed to someone that is still knocking Pero. On
that note, Titi, we shall await your engagement and we shall be there with all our camera phones and cameras and lights shining. And God help you if you shed one tear.
No, it's okay for me to shed tear.
No.
I understand what Titi is saying.
Okay, look. This show, we're going to end the show right now because Titi is taking this thing to a whole other level. And from next week, you are banned from mentioning Annie's name.
Okay.
Our Twitter handle is @CoolTV, the blog. Let us know what do you think about everything we've spoken about how to make a woman happy, how to make him propose to you, and even crying at marriage proposals. Our Twitter handle is @CoolTV, the blog. Our Facebook page is CoolTV, the blog also. Our email address, if you want to send us stories, pictures, or videos, is blog@cooltv.co. And in all your sending, always use our official hashtag, which is #LoveToBlog. Weekend, tomorrow's elections, you need to vote and make your vote count, and also keep it peaceful. We cannot stress this enough. Ladies, final words. Let's wrap this up.
Yes, please vote wisely, and more importantly, no violence.
Yeah.
It makes you really bad. It makes you ignorant. Trust me, if you're showing some violence, you're not doing yourself a favor. So please calm down. Let's just make this thing peaceful and keep it moving. I want to leave.
Yeah, talking about tears and crying, let's not make this a crying fest. Don't put tears on the face of any mother in Nigeria. So as much as possible, you know, be peaceful. We pledge peace here on Cool TV.
Yeah, I also pledge peace. When you get proposed to, if you get proposed to this period, please, yeah, you're allowed, let tears form in your eye, but don't cry like, please recognize whom you are. You're a rock to the man, trust me.
Good one, Titi.
All right, and we're going to leave you with our video pick of the week, which is coincidentally one of our first guest performers. It's our very first guest performer, Adekunle Gold. And this is his video, Shadi, and this is our video pick of the week. We shall see you on Monday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. is the time. Make it a date with us. Good night, goodbye, and God bless.